What if I told you there's a hidden side to the internet, a place shrouded in mystery, where anonymity reigns supreme and the rules of the everyday web don't apply? This is the dark web, a realm often whispered about, but rarely understood. It's portrayed as a digital underworld, a haven for criminals, but is that the whole story? In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain on the dark web, exposing the secrets that nobody usually talks about. We're going to explore its hidden corners, uncover its true nature, and separate fact from fiction. Prepare to have your assumptions challenged, because the dark web is far more nuanced and surprising than you ever imagined. Let's dive in. What is the dark web? So what exactly is this mysterious realm? To understand the dark web, picture the internet as an iceberg. The surface web, the part we interact with daily, Google, Facebook, YouTube, that's just the tip. Below the surface lies the deep web, a vast expanse of content not indexed by standard search engines, such as online banking portals and password-protected databases. Most of this is not nefarious. It is simply content that is not meant to be indexed. Now, within the deep web, there's a smaller, more secretive layer, the dark web. This is where things get interesting. The dark web is a collection of websites intentionally hidden, requiring specialized software like the Tor browser to access. Tor, which stands for the Onion Router, encrypts your traffic and routes it through a network of volunteer-operated servers, masking your IP address and making it difficult to trace your activity. This anonymity is the cornerstone of the dark web's existence, for better or for worse. The dual nature of the dark web. What thrives in this anonymous environment? The answer is multifaceted. Yes, the dark web has earned its reputation as a hub for illegal marketplaces. These shadowy bazaars offer everything from drugs and weapons to stolen data and counterfeit goods, all transacted using cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin for added anonymity. Names like Silk Road and Alphabet might ring a bell, notorious marketplaces that were eventually shut down by law enforcement. But the dark web isn't just a digital black market. It's also a vital tool for individuals living under oppressive regimes where freedom of speech is curtailed. Activists, journalists, and whistleblowers rely on the dark web's anonymity to communicate securely, share information, and expose corruption without fear of government surveillance. Organizations like WikiLeaks and news outlets like the New York Times even have dedicated channels on the dark web for secure communication with sources. Beyond the headlines, other facets of the dark web. Beyond these well-known uses, the dark web hosts a diverse range of communities and forums. Some cater to hackers and cybercriminals, sharing tools and techniques for illicit activities. Others are simply niche communities discussing topics considered taboo or controversial in mainstream society. There are even book clubs and chess clubs. There are many different types of people that use the dark web. Just like the ClearNet, the dark web mirrors the diversity of human interests, both light and dark. You will find almost anything on the dark web, just like you can on the ClearNet. The dangers lurking in the shadows. However, before you rush to download Tor and explore, it's crucial to understand the very real dangers that lurk within the dark web. This isn't a playground for the careless. Scams are rampant. You might send Bitcoin for a product that never arrives, or worse, receive something illegal or dangerous. Phishing sites mimic legitimate ones, attempting to steal your login credentials or personal data. And then there's the malware. The dark web is a breeding ground for viruses and other malicious software that can compromise your computer, steal your information, or even hold your files hostage for ransom. The very anonymity that draws people to the dark web also protects those who seek to exploit and harm others. The ever-present eye of law enforcement. Moreover, despite the perceived anonymity, law enforcement agencies worldwide are actively monitoring the dark web. They employ sophisticated techniques to track down individuals involved in illegal activities. Don't think for a second that you're untouchable just because you're using Tor. Agencies can exploit software vulnerabilities, trace cryptocurrency transactions, and even set up honeypots, fake marketplaces or forums, to catch unsuspecting users. Many have been arrested after thinking they were safe on the dark web. Law enforcement is much better at finding people on the dark web than most realize. Secrets and misconceptions, separating fact from fiction. Now let's address some common misconceptions. The dark web isn't some vast, sprawling underworld that dwarfs the regular internet. In reality, it's relatively small, with estimates suggesting only tens of thousands of active .onion sites, compared to billions on the surface web. And no, you won't accidentally stumble onto it while browsing your favorite websites. Accessing the dark web requires specific software and knowing the .onion addresses, which are not found on Google. Another crucial secret: anonymity is not guaranteed. User error, software vulnerabilities, and sophisticated tracking techniques can all compromise your anonymity. The dark web, while offering a degree of privacy, is not a foolproof shield. The most important secret to understand is that the dark web is not solely a haven for criminals. It's a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for evil. It's a platform for free speech in the face of censorship, a lifeline for whistleblowers, and a digital refuge for those seeking privacy. Many people use the dark web for completely legal activities. The climax: a world of shadows and light. This brings us to the climax of our exploration, the realization that the dark web is a microcosm of the internet itself, a reflection of humanity's capacity for both darkness and light. It's a place where illegal activities flourish alongside acts of courage and resistance. It's a tool that can be used to exploit and to empower, to conceal and to reveal. The dark web is not simply a digital boogeyman to be feared, but a complex and evolving landscape that demands careful consideration. It's a reminder that technology is inherently neutral, and its impact depends entirely on the intentions of those who wield it. The true secret of the dark web is that it forces us to confront the very nature of privacy, security, and freedom in the digital age. The future, and a word of caution: the future of the dark web is uncertain, a constant tug-of-war between those who seek to exploit its anonymity for illicit gains and those who strive to protect it as a haven for free speech and privacy. Law enforcement agencies are constantly developing new methods to combat crime on the dark web, while privacy advocates are working to enhance the security of tools like Tor. Emerging technologies like blockchain and decentralized platforms may further alter the landscape, potentially making the dark web even more difficult to regulate and control. One thing is for sure: the dark web will continue to evolve, adapting to new technologies and challenges. As a final word, let me emphasize that venturing into the dark web is a serious decision, not to be taken lightly. The risks are real, and the potential consequences are significant. This video is intended to educate, not to encourage reckless exploration. If you choose to explore the dark web, do so with extreme caution, arm yourself with knowledge, and prioritize your safety above all else. The shadows of the internet can be alluring, but they can also be dangerous. The choice, as always, is yours. So what do you think about the dark web? Did any of these secrets surprise you? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this deep dive into the hidden corners of the internet fascinating, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more explorations of the digital world, and share this video with anyone who's curious about the mysteries that lie beneath the surface of the web. Stay informed, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.